Hi everyone. So in this video, I will be sharing a very recent TCS Ninja interview experience. If you can see here, the interview experience is updated on 21st of May, and this is the interview experience of 20th of May 2025. A very recent interview experience. Let me share you all the details. If you can see here, there are the interview date overview is given. The location is Tamil Nadu. Process flow is first is document submission. Second is token allocation. Third is waiting time. Now this is the waiting time to get your interview. Okay. So basically you will be getting into the office, then you need to wait for some time to get your chance for the interviews. Okay. So wait time was around for 2 hours, then TR plus M around for 20 minutes, then waiting time around 1 hour, then HR round of 5 minutes. So this was the whole schedule. Okay. So let me discuss about this. Okay. So first of all, if you can see here, there is one technical plus managerial TR plus MR interview questions round. Okay, two panel members were there. One was for TR, one was at the position of lead, one was on the position of manager. Okay, so candidate first called for a combined technical plus managerial round. Here, what was asked? Okay, the first question they asked is the introduction. Okay, so introduction, we all know it is a very common question. Then they asked your preferred programming language. As I have mentioned, C++, Java, and JavaScript. Okay, so actually the candidate mentioned three programming languages in the resume. Okay, C++, Java, and JavaScript. That's why they asked like, what is your preferred programming language? Now, if you are also wearing how you can prepare for the interview, because there are so many things to prepare in less time, let me show you one thing. So there are interview notes available which you can purchase. The link will be in the description. Okay, so you will be getting the interview notes for all the subjects. Like there will be one ebook attached which will be containing every important thing in one. In this one ebook, you can prepare the whole interview only for the important question. Then we have some separate notes which have all the things in very detailed, like there are oops notes, then there is programming notes, then there is STL collection framework, then there are HR question, then there are DSA theory, then there are project based question, then there is CS fundamentals, then SQL queries, then computer science coding sheet, pseudocode output. There are so many things. Okay, so you can purchase the notes, link will be in the description. Okay, now going forward with the interview, then there is one question asked like, what is the difference between C++ and Java? Okay, so this was the question. But before that, they asked one coding question. Write a code to find factorial of number, and approach should be recursive. Okay, so suppose we need to find a factorial for a number. So for an example 5, then what will be the factorial of 5? Okay, so what we do in factorial, we actually minus by 1, then we multiply with the previous number. So suppose if we want to do the factorial of 5, then we will multiply the numbers and we will one by one minus all the numbers, right? So this we need to perform using recursion. So this the approach they asked for this. Okay, then what is the difference between C++ and Java? They asked about it. Then JavaScript closure, they asked about JavaScript closure, at it has mentioned in the uh, resume. Then how to include JavaScript in code? Okay, so as you guys know, there are two ways to include JavaScript. Like in HTML in code you can include. Then there is a way in which you can create a external script and then you can link. Okay, so in code, JavaScript in code also we can use. Also we can use the external script. So that's what they did. They asked like how to include JavaScript. Then C++ static keyword, they asked about it. uh, why do you like C++? Okay, so they asked about this, like why do you like C++? I hope the candidate mentioned that he liked C++ in this question, preferred language. Okay, then they asked explain your project, any challenges in project. Okay, then they asked like there were some discussion questions around it, like explain project and any challenges. But there is one question which they asked: if you want a user to keep logged in after closing the browser, how will you do that? So suppose take an example of Facebook. So suppose if you do login for the Facebook, then if you will close the browser, next time when you will open the browser, the user will be logged in into the account until he log out, right? So how can you do that? So we can do it using cache memory, right? Cache memory, we save the data of the users, right? So that's what we can do. Also something we can use like cookies. uh, for similar kind of scenario also, not for this but similar kind of scenario. So this was the question related to uh, the web development which they asked. Then any question. Okay, after this the HR interview. Okay, so if you can see here, the wait time was around for 1 hour. After that, HR interview approach. Also, HR questions are also given in the interview notes. Okay, so there is a total separate section for HR questions, so you can purchase the notes. HR questions will be there in the separate section. Okay. Okay. So after that, they asked in the HR question, okay with relocation? Are you okay with the relocation? Ready to join in 6 months? Any other offer? And thanks. Only four questions they asked. Only 5 minutes of interview. Like if you are okay with the relocation, if you are ready to join in 6 months, any other offer that you have, and thanks. Okay. So in this round, actually, one thing which candidate told me, sir, communication skills are very important because, when I was a little bit slow, then the interviewer told me to little bit improve your communication skills. Okay, so skills is very important for any interview of TCS, so make sure to prepare well for that. So that's it about the interview. The interview was conducted before yesterday only. Thank you so much for watching.